Hi, I'm Amber Graham, and I'm responding to the question about what the classroom will look like in 5 years. I honestly don't think a lot will change within the next 5 years, other than the fact that the students might have computers at their own desks. And so instead of schools having computer labs, they would just be stationed, the computers would just be stationed at the children's desk. So they would be spending most of their time on the computer and using other means of technology instead of actually working out of the textbooks and worksheets. And I could see how that could be a huge distraction, especially if the computers have access to the internet. And so instead of having computers, maybe the classrooms will start to incorporate Kindles into the classroom. So again, I think also that instead of working out of the textbooks and doing worksheets, then they would just have the little Kindles to do off of that. Would I let elementary school kids have their own Kindles to take home? Probably not. So I think that each student would be assigned a Kindle, and then at the end of the day they would just have to leave it within the classroom. However, I do think that the high schoolers would be responsible enough to keep up with their own Kindles, and I don't know, maybe by that time the parents would have to be paying for their own Kindles, like, you know, how we have to pay for those expensive calculators. So maybe then the high schoolers would be able to keep theirs. So in essence, I think that the computers will be stationed at each desk. However, if they have internet and that's a big distraction, then I think the Kindles would work fine. But I think what I'm getting at is that the Kindles and computers will be replacing worksheets and textbooks. Thanks.